PNR Networks is a member of Patreon. Show your love for our shows by joining our ongoing fundraising campaign and get some fantastic perks in return. Check it out and become a Patreon sponsor. You can sign up at patreon.com, patreon.com/PNR Networks. And thanks for your support.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
From eCinemaOne.com and Subject Cinema, it's time to open the pipeline and check out the latest releases on home video in the United States for Tuesday, August 1st, 2017. This is Tuesday Digidex. I'm TC Kirkham. Debuting on DVD, Blu-ray, and on-demand streaming this week, sci-fi thriller The Circle, starring Emma Watson, Eller Coltrane, Glenn Headley, Bill Paxton, Karen Gillan, Beck, John Boyega, and Tom Hanks. Rated PG-13. Critically acclaimed monster comedy drama Colossal, starring Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis. Rated R. Horror film Don't Knock Twice, starring Katie Sackhoff, Lucy Boynton, Richard Milan, and Nick Moran. Rated R. Thriller The Drowning, starring Julia Stiles, Evan Jogia, Josh Charles, Tracy Toms, and Robert Kalesi. Not rated. Comedy remake Going in Style, starring Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, Alan Arkin, Christopher Lloyd, Josh Pace, and Matt Dillon. Rated PG-13. Festival favorite drama The Lovers, starring Deborah Winger and Tracy Letts. Rated R. Critically acclaimed documentary Obit, about the obituary writers at the New York Times. Not rated. War drama The Ottoman Lieutenant, starring Josh Hartnett, Ben Kingsley, and Mikhail Husman. Rated R. Mystery thriller Phoenix Forgotten, starring Florence Hartigan, Luke Spencer Roberts, Chelsea Lopez, and Justin Matthews. Rated PG-13. Toho Studios reboot of their biggest moneymaker, 2016's Shin Godzilla. Not rated. Critically acclaimed sci-fi drama Slight, starring Jacob Latimore, Seychelle Gabriel, Dule Hill, and Storm Reed. Rated R. And critically acclaimed indie drama Wakefield, starring Bryan Cranston, Jennifer Gardner, Beverly D'Angelo, and Jason O'Mara. Rated R. Hitting screens from the small screen this week, Big Little Lies, Season 1. Crashing, Season 1. And The Secret World of Alex Mack, the complete series. Hitting Netflix this week, biopic The Founder, starring Michael Keaton as entrepreneur Ray Kroc. Rated PG-13. And the family musical comedy Sing, starring the voices of Matthew McConaughey, Reese Witherspoon, Seth MacFarlane, Scarlett Johansson, John C. Reilly, Taron Egerton, Tori Kelly, and Jennifer Hudson. Rated PG. Most of today's new releases are available on both DVD and Blu-ray, although in some cases manufacturers will release titles only in one format. Check your favorite online source for DVD and Blu-ray releases to find if your preferred format is available. Most major film titles are also usually available for streaming and download through multiple sites on the same day as DVD release. Check your favorite online streaming services to see if your favorite films are available to stream or download. For the lowdown on what's hitting U.S. theaters every weekend, check out 3 Minute Weekend, your complete guide to all the new theatrical releases every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, available on this same feed through most podcast services or directly from our website at eCinemaOne.com. Please remember to check out PNR Network's premier weekly film podcast, Subject Cinema, with yours truly and my lovely co-host Kim Brown. Now in its second decade, it's full of reviews, news, commentary, and a whole lot of laughs. You can check it out every Sunday evening at eCinemaOne.com and SubjectCinema.com, or subscribe through your favorite podcast service, including iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, TuneIn.com, YouTube, and many others. Just search your favorite service for Subject Cinema. If you enjoy Tuesday Digidex each week, please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Your generous recurring monthly support will help give us a chance to upgrade our equipment and bring you more news, features, coverage, and shows, and make our current shows and websites get bigger and better. You support a show you like, we give you some cool perks in return, and you're not supporting just Tuesday Digidex, but all of the PNRNetworks family. Monthly donations start at just $2, and we really appreciate your patronage and support. So become a Patreon supporter. Click on the giant orange Patreon button on any PNRNetworks website, or go directly for all the scoop at patreon.com/PNRNetworks. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Tuesday Digidex. Please join me every Tuesday morning for all the DVD, Blu-ray, and on-demand releases in the U.S. And don't forget to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest releases as soon as the show goes up. You can subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and other popular podcast sites, and also through Roku. Find out how at the eCinemaOne website. I'll see you this Friday on 3 Minute Weekend, but for now, for Tuesday Digidex, I'm TC Kirkham. See you next week.
All right, Kristen, I am so excited that you've decided to do a podcast with me, but what are we going to do a podcast about? There's so many other movie podcasts. We got to do something original.
Well, I'm a big fan of Disney movies. What about something like that?
That's just kid stuff. What do we want to do that for?
Did you know that The Avengers is a Disney movie? Or that Pulp Fiction is a Disney movie?
Pulp Fiction is not a Disney movie.
It's technically owned by Miramax, which is part of Disney.
We are still going to talk about the Disney animated movies, though, right?
I thought you said that was kid stuff.
Well, I've got 2 kids. I got to be a good dad and stuff.
So be sure to subscribe to the Walt Sent Me podcast, where we discuss the various subsidiaries of the Walt Disney Studios, including the animated movies.
It's available on iTunes, Podomatic, and wherever you find great podcasts. And I swear, it's not kid stuff.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
Podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.